This is a very fun time for me to explain this second part of Incremental Science 21. And if you're watching and you get a chance to understand what I spoke about in part A or the first part, all these things are sitting inside of you ready to be activated. Like you play with them outside of yourself. You light a lighter. You deal with electricity. You use water. You feel the air. You walk on the ground. What's the problem with that? The problem with that is you're too used to utilizing these things as if they're not components of yourself. You're too used to utilizing these things as if they're not a part of you. And then you put a lot of that process energy shows like the negative resonance to what these things are, because you have to use these things in order to make the process situations. Everything that collides in chemistry to make an outcome is an elemental aspect. Meaning, with spark and matter, you can get fire. Stuff of that nature. But what's more important here in this value? The most important thing in this value that we resonated on particular values. You have people who come into a astrology aspect who carry more of a fire tendency to their ways. They like to keep things going. They're up and fire. You know what I'm saying? They always got that fire energy. You know, that get moving energy. You know, you got us, the water, the flow. You know what I'm saying? The creativity, the life giver. You have the wind, the spacey mindness, the free going energy. You have the earth, the stability, the solid, the rugged. You know what I'm saying? These things are resonant in each individual person. But to know this about yourself is something completely different. Once you know these things about yourself and you can harness the value of what that is in these things for you, meaning, how would you give this to the world? How as water, how would I give flow? I would give flow by giving unconditional love. That's straight from the divine. That is the ultimate flow. It is not rocket science, you know what I'm saying? And find that within the divine for each one of these pretenses for yourself. It'll show you the comparison of what you can gain. So if I'm giving the flow of unconditional love through the aspect because I'm water, then I gain etheric understanding. It's its counterpart. It's his universal higher self. The higher self to these elements are these: spark, ether, ripple, force ripple, and matter. They're the highest concepts. So if matter came from the universe and came down to earth, it would be a precious mineral or some rocks, but it'll still be stronger than the composition of what we deal with today. So understanding this value and how these things exist, they're saying when you find out more of how you are with this and you can deliver these things in a divine pretense, then you can gain its universal higher self. Knowing that knowing that this is yourself, and when you understand these principles within yourself, you begin to become wise, and you begin to connect from where you are in the place of existence to the point of existence, okay? To where the Most High created the all-knowing aspect, the great womb. It connects you. And that mission in between there is wisdom. That's how you're able to gain more wisdom, because you learn to know yourself on this scale of reality. You learn to know yourself on this scale of reality. You learn to know yourself completely on this scale of reality. And when you can give this of yourself in this scale of reality, you gain its higher aspect of universal principle. That's wisdom. That's wisdom. That's wisdom, because now the powers, it seems, that you gain from being yourself is something that the people who are still struggling to be just themselves don't know what you're doing. They don't know what this is. They like, yo, how are you able to do that? How do you know these things? Nobody told you. I don't need you to tell me. I'm telling you what divine said. Facts. You know, what kind of man gonna stand over the authority of divine? What kind of man would stand under another man and forget about it, yo? I can't even play with y'all on that aspect because it'll hurt people's feelings if I get, because my point of view on things is so different and it's so real because it was given to me by the divine. So a lot of things I don't say because I know if I say it to certain people, it's gonna hurt their feelings. Period. You're just gonna either get mad at me or you're gonna find something to say about me because ultimately it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And divine don't make mistakes, people do. So with that being said, where we at 5:43? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so understanding that there's a counteracted value with everything that you try to understand. Now it can start getting hyperactive because once you understand your base, which is my base, I came as water, right? But I was created from fire and earth. See what I'm saying? I was created from fire and earth. So once I start understanding the makeup of myself, the makeup of what made my creators and what made them and I started to see that I'm attached to everything. So once I balance out the one, and then I balance out the all, then I gain the all. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just trying to show you. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I ain't talking about nothing. But if you like being over and you appreciate this, I'm glad you are a Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Share. But no, you can't share. This is only for you. Almost got lost. Like I forgot I was not on YouTube. Don't share, but enjoy because I got more for you to come. If you're interested in the things I got, I will be uploading more art. I got over 6,000 art pieces of original concepts that I did. If you like them, contact me if you can't download it. But if you can download it, go ahead, take it for yourself. Put it in a frame. Put it in your house somewhere. You know what I mean? Love. Old music coming. More concepts. About to start working on the book and a comic. So all that'll be in here soon. Just stay with me. It's going to be a long walk, but it's going to be enjoyable. You already know the vibes. Naga.